Have you ever heard a jackal howling at night? It can sound a little
रात
scary, but in reality, it is not just a scary sound. A jackal uses its voice to signal other jackals. Through these sounds, it can announce its presence, stay in contact with other jackals, and even respond to their calls. So, in the darkness of night, jackals can communicate with each other without even being face to face. Not only that, a jackal's ears are so sensitive that it can detect the sound of a small mouse moving through the grass even without seeing it. Then by judging the direction of the sound, it suddenly attacks the exact spot. But a jackal's abilities are not limited to its ears. Its nose works like a chemical detector. When a jackal leaves a scent mark somewhere, its unique smell remains in that area. Another jackal can detect that smell and understand that another jackal has been present in the area. So without meeting face to face, jackals can also exchange information through smell. And a jackal is not always a solitary animal. Its family can include a breeding pair and their pups. So when you hear several jackals calling together at night, there may actually be an entire family group behind those sounds. But perhaps the most surprising thing about a jackal is the way it feeds its young. When it finds good food, it may sometimes carry that food in its stomach back to its den for its pups. After reaching the den, the pups lick around its mouth to stimulate it to bring the food back up. The jackal then brings that food back up and feeds it to its pups. So it is not just finding food for itself. It also has a unique way of getting food to its young. Jackals are also extremely flexible when it comes to food. They do not depend only on hunting. They can eat mice, birds, reptiles, insects, fruits, and even the meat of dead animals, known as carrion. When one type of food becomes scarce, they can switch to another food source. This flexibility helps them survive in changing environments, and perhaps that is why jackals can also adapt so well around humans. Around farms, villages, and nearby areas, they can find different kinds of food resources. In other words, when the environment changes, a jackal can change its diet and behavior as well. So, the next time you hear that scary jackal howl at night, don't think of it as just a scary sound. Behind it is an animal that uses its senses, family communication, and adaptability to survive, even as the world around it continues to change.